左右嘅人真係比右優嘅聰明啲，傳說中右腦學習真係比左腦快100萬倍。今日我哋就嚟破解呢一個流傳咗好耐嘅迷思。左右嘅朋友可能喺度偷笑緊，而右優嘅可能喺度懷疑緊人生。大家冷靜啲，唔需要急住。今日唔單止用科學數據俾大家睇下呢一個講法啱唔啱，仲會用另一個角度去拆解左右腦學習嘅情況，睇下右腦係咪快到連車尾燈都睇唔到。而影片去到最後會俾大家睇下，如果左右腦真係獨立運作嘅話，會搞啲乜嘢大頭佛出嚟。大家好，歡迎嚟到香港記憶學院嘅不正常記憶班。快啲訂閱，因為未來嘅每一堂都可能係你進步嘅關鍵。首先，點解會咁多人會覺得左右嘅人特別叻嘅呢？因為好多天才都係左右嘅咯，例如愛因斯坦、達文西、拿破崙，仲有 Steve Jobs。但右右嘅天才都唔少嘅喎，莎士比亞、莫扎特、Bill Gates，仲有 Tesla。右右呢邊嘅陣容都好豪華喎。講完天才例子，我哋揾啲科學數據嚟睇下左右呢個右右幾多先得。根據心理學前沿2021年嘅研究，左右優平均嘅智商其實係差唔多嘅。右優係99.9，而左優呢就99.8，呢個差距其實就冇分別。所以無論你用左手或者右手揸筷子，都唔會影響你考入哈佛大學嘅機會嘅。講到左右腦分工，可能你聽到識背啊，不如我哋用另一個角度去睇下，可能會發現一啲真相。有個好出名嘅理論講，人腦係分為左右兩半球，各自專責唔同嘅工作。左腦負責語言、邏輯同埋分析，擅長數學運算、語法結構同埋推理。傳統上被認為係理性型，啱晒中意講求條理嘅人。右腦負責創意、想像力、藝術同埋空間感知，擅長感受情緒同埋音樂欣賞。傳統上被認為係感性型，啱晒一啲用靈感去做嘢嘅人。其實呢個講法點解大行其道呢？因為好易理解，左腦邏輯，右腦創意。但問題係呢個講法其實太簡化，甚至乎有少少唔正確。另外我哋聽過右腦學習比左腦快100萬倍，呢一個究竟又係咪事實呢？根據最新嘅研究，左右腦係有分工嘅，但係佢哋唔係獨立運作，而係喺編號嘅情況下高度合作。喺大部分嘅情況下，左右腦係一齊完成任務嘅，例如創作、語言、解決問題。左腦唔單止負責計數，右腦唔係淨係負責畫畫，而係左右配合先至係最強嘅大腦。所以唔會出現左腦工作、右腦躺平，或者右腦工作、左腦躺平呢一啲情況嘅。左腦偏重語言，例如語法、詞彙、細節分析、邏輯推理。當你睇緊一本小說，左腦會幫你明白句子入邊嘅意思，同埋理解故事嘅情節；而右腦就偏向感情解讀，例如語氣、表情、全局思維同埋空間感知。當你睇緊一本小說嘅時候，右腦會幫你想象場景嘅畫面，感受角色嘅情緒。但重點係同一個任務係需要左右腦一齊合作完成嘅。不如講幾個例子，睇下左右腦係點樣分工同埋合作嘅。左腦負責分析句子嘅語法同埋詞義，右腦就負責理解語言嘅感情同埋語氣。例如今日有人同你講：哇，你今日好犀利喎！左腦會好直接理解佢嘅意思，就係讚你咯。但係右腦咧就會分析佢嘅表情同埋語氣，究竟佢係真心讚你啊，定話挖苦緊你，又或者只係搞個 get 啫。右腦負責創造畫面，感受顏色同埋情緒，而左腦咧就負責組織結構，例如比例、透視同埋細節。一個畫家畫畫嘅時候，右腦會幫佢想像一個美麗日落嘅畫面，但係左腦咧會幫佢設計畫面嘅構圖、顏色嘅配搭。左腦會分析音樂嘅節奏同埋結構，而右腦就會感受音樂嘅旋律同埋感情嘅流動。當你聽緊一首歌嘅時候，右腦會俾你感受到音樂係幾動人，而左腦就會幫你分清副歌、間奏同埋結尾嘅部分。 右腦會俾你創新嘅靈感，跳出框框，而左腦咧就會同你講，你創新還創新，係咪可行嘅先？跟住轉化為實際嘅行動，即刻去計劃。如果你諗緊點樣發明一個新產品，右腦就可能同你話，試下設計一個可以飛嘅吸塵機啊。而左腦咧就會話，飛得起係咪實用先？點解決安全嘅問題呢？哇！如果冇我哋嘅左腦，炸死咗你啦！我哋左右腦咧就好似情侶一樣，要互相配合先至可以修成正果。如果唔係嘅話，遲早玩分手咯。呢個世界真係有啲人，佢左右腦分開運作嘅。佢叫阿 Joe，因為癲癇症，佢接受咗手術，將左右腦嘅連接完全分開。之後左右腦咧就分開工作，互不相干。呢一啲就係叫做腦裂病人。佢哋會有啲咩情況發生呢？
We began our journey into the human brain here on the campus of Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. I'd come to meet one of the world's leading brain scientists, Mike Gazzaniga, and a man he's worked with for over a decade. A man with two brains.
You've been working a long time with Dr. Gazzaniga?
14 or 15 years.
It doesn't seem like that long, does it?
The collaboration began when Joe had surgery.
And you had this procedure to correct an epileptic problem,
Yes.
is that right?
Trying to stop the seizures. I was having seizures like every day or so, or sometimes 2 or 3 a day.
To control Joe's epileptic seizures, a surgeon severed the connection between the two halves of his brain. Cutting the corpus callosum like this prevented the spread of the electric storms that caused his seizures. But it also prevented the left and right halves of his brain from communicating with each other. In the years since the operation, Joe's epilepsy has been under control. He now earns a living at an egg farm, and in his everyday life, he's largely unaffected by the fact that his left and his right brains work independently.
Do you feel any different when you think about something than you did, any differently from the way you felt before the procedure?
It's just got a backup brain, that's all.
That's something everybody could use, right?
大家有冇試過左手畫圓，右手畫方？死啦，搞唔掂添。Alan 佢唔信邪，佢親身挑戰同埋解釋點解咁難。
I found out how true that was right away when I was asked to draw a different shape with each hand. In a brain like mine, roughly speaking normal, at least all in one piece, the left half of my brain controls the right side of my body, while the right brain controls the left side.
Oh, no.
But because the two halves are connected,
Nothing wrong with that.
getting each hand to work independently isn't easy.
Well, we're seeing the fact that Alan's hemispheres are connected, and that the motor messages from one are confusing the motor messages in the other.
I was just drawing an upside-down duck.
既然我哋覺得難係因為左右腦互相干擾，咁如果俾腦裂病人去試，又會係點樣呢？阿咪同 Alan 點會放過阿 Joe 啊？我哋一齊睇佢表演。
Okay.
But when Joe is given the same task, his two hands operate as if controlled by two separate brains. What's happening is that each half of Joe's brain is given a separate instruction. He's asked to fix his eyes on the cross in the center of the screen. Anything flashed to the right of the cross goes only to his left hemisphere. Things to the left go to his right hemisphere. Because the two don't communicate, each hand does only what its half of the brain sees.
Wow, look at that. It's really like two different people doing the same.
That's right.
Same task.
That's the idea.
左右互搏考唔到阿 Joe，今次阿咪決定考佢眼力，佢喺電腦嗰度做咗啲手腳，只係俾阿 Joe 嘅左腦或者右腦去睇文字。呢個實驗唔單止確定咗左腦係擅長文字，但係如果冇咗右腦嘅配合，你學嘢就會倒瀉籮蟹。
Yeah, it must. It must.
This time, instead of naming the word, I want you to point to the word.
Again, Joe sees two words simultaneously. Bell goes to his non-speaking right brain. Music to his speaking left brain. When asked to point to a picture of what he saw, he chooses Bell. But when asked why,
Okay, why'd you pick that one?
Music.
Music?
and when asked to explain,
There was music and bell, and those few minutes ago, last time I heard any music was coming from the bells out here, banging away.
So the bell's
Yeah.
outside here.
So but good enough answer to me.
What's extraordinary is that Joe's speaking left brain concocts a plausible story of why he pointed the bell, even when some of the other pictures more obviously represent music. Gazzaniga believes this determination to find cause and effect, this desire to explain, is the left hemisphere's most marvelous property.
One of the unique things to the human brain is this need to interpret why two events occurred. What was the antecedent to this? What caused this? And if you can imagine that a species like us that has that little chip in its brain that asks those questions is going to survive rather well, because it's going to figure out more about the nature of the world than a species that doesn't have that.
Okay, Joe, I want you to keep your hand.
But as I was about to discover, the right brain has a very useful survival skill all its own.
What do you think will happen here?
So for you, we're doing a live experiment. Never done it before.
玩完文字暗咪一語晒冷，佢連16世紀嘅意大利藝術品都搬埋出嚟。
The experiment involves the 16th century Italian painter Arcimboldo, who made faces out of fruit, flowers, meat, even books. From other research, there's reason to believe that the ability to recognize faces is located exclusively in the right hemisphere. So Mike wondered if Arcimboldo's paintings would look different to each of Joe's two brains.
左腦擅長文字，右腦擅長面孔。今次阿咪只係俾阿 Jo 嘅左腦去睇呢啲名畫，你哋冇估錯，真係有古怪事發生。
You're going to see a figure followed by a choice of two words.
If this works, it'll be terrific, but we'll see. So here it is, live.
Okay?
The first painting goes to the right hemisphere. And Joe points to
Point
face.
down.
The next painting goes to his left brain. And this time he points to fruits. Mike seemed pleased.
Are you having a moment?
This is too good.
Again to the right brain, and Joe sees it as a face.
Point it down.
But to the left brain,
Face made out of books.
Point it up.
Going to the books.
Are you happy with what you're
Fruit.
seeing?
It's unbelievable. He's doing it. You see that?
It's good. It's going so fast. It's shifting from left to right so fast. I can't keep up with you. You're used to looking at this.
When you show him a face in the right side, the left hemisphere,
Yeah.
he's focusing in on the elements that made up the face.
Yeah.
When you show him the exact same picture in the left field, going to the right hemisphere, he's focusing on the face and not the elements.
And not the elements. If you came down from another planet and you saw faces and vegetables, you might not think there was much of a difference among them. But the brain seems to be made up in a certain way to say faces are very different from other objects.
That's right.
And one side of the brain specializes in faces. huh?
Exactly right. Exactly right. It is an adaptation that we have to detect upright faces. It's a very important. You can imagine in an evolutionary time that all of a sudden you have the ability to detect quickly an upright face. You want to read the expression on that face. You want to know if it's friend or foe. You want to have a set of questions about that face.
the right brain might be skilled at recognizing faces. But when it comes to what gives the human mind its power, the ability to reason, to invent, to interpret the world around it, Mike Gazzaniga's 30 years of research has taught him which hemisphere he wouldn't want to be without.
The old phrase around our lab is, don't leave home without your left hemisphere. That's where the action is.
從呢幾個實驗睇到，左右腦確實係有分工。左腦接收唔到右腦嘅信息，我哋就冇辦法描述我哋睇到嘅畫面，因為語言主要係左腦負責嘅。我哋今日學咗啲乜嘢呢？第一，左右並唔係比右右更加聰明。第二，用右腦學習，甚至右腦學嘢比左腦快呢個講法係冇科學根據嘅。第三，學習係左右腦合作，右腦負責創造畫面，左腦負責整理邏輯，兩者缺一不可。希望今日嘅教學對你有幫助。有任何問題或者想學其他實用嘅記憶技巧，記得留言話俾我哋團隊知。再喺留言結尾加個開心 emoji。走之前記得 like、subscribe 同撳埋隔離個鐘仔，我一有新嘅教學片出嘅時候，你就會第一時間收到通知。唔記得幫我 share 啊！
83, 89, 97. Here we are, the mathematics lesson.